My name is Kahangye Kagwa. I come from Bushenyi District, in the green rolling highlands of Southwestern Uganda. A land shaped by ancient volcanic soils, gentle hills, and endless layers of banana gardens and coffee trees that stretch towards the horizon. Here, the mornings arrive softly, wrapped in mist. Bushenyi is not just where I live, it is where my story took root. Before the farm, before the soil stained my hands, I was a fine arts high school teacher. My life revolved around classrooms, chalk dust, sketchbooks, and timetables. But deep inside me, something restless was growing. Something that longed for land, for silence, for creation that could be touched, nurtured, and harvested. At the beginning of 2020, I made a decision that many questioned. I resigned from teaching, and I chose farming. Not just any farming, coffee farming. My inspiration did not come from books or training manuals. It came from the old men and women of my village, Kainamo. People whose lives were shaped by coffee long before it became a global commodity. To them, coffee was not just a crop. It was school fees, medical care, dignity, and survival. I grew up watching them tend to their gardens patiently, watching them wait for seasons, not shortcuts, listening to stories of how coffee built homes, raised families, and held communities together. Those stories stayed with me. So when I returned to the land, it was those voices that guided me. I started with 1.5 acres. No machines, no tractors, no hired labor. Just my hands, a hoe, a machete, and determination. The land was wild, covered with bushes, shrubs, and stubborn roots that refused to give way easily. Each morning, I stood before it, knowing that progress would only come one swing at a time. The sun was unforgiving. My body grew tired, but with every cleared patch, the dream became more real. That land tested me, but it also taught me respect for soil, for time, and for patience. I could not afford seedlings from a nursery bed, so I returned again to the wisdom of the elders. Beneath mature, healthy coffee trees, the mother plants, I carefully picked young seedlings that had grown naturally. Each one carried generations of resilience. Each one was a gamble and a promise. I handled them gently, knowing that life is fragile at the beginning. Planting day after day, hole after hole, I placed each seedling into the soil like a quiet prayer. I measured spacing carefully. I aligned rows not just for order, but for airflow, sunlight, and future growth. At that stage, the garden did not look impressive, but beginnings rarely do. The real work began after planting. Weeding became a constant battle. Grass does not wait, neither do weeds. Under the hot sun, I bent low, clearing space so the young coffee plants could breathe and grow without competition. Every weed removed felt like protecting a future harvest. As the coffee grew stronger, I learned the art of bending stems, guiding the plants to form terminal buds, encouraging more productive branches. It was a deliberate process, demanding care and understanding. One wrong bend could undo months of growth. Then came pruning, cutting away what looked alive in order to allow better life to emerge. It was painful at first, but farming teaches you that growth sometimes requires sacrifice. I sprayed fertilizer, carefully measured. I applied pesticides, cautiously and responsibly, not to force growth, but to protect it. Still, despite all effort, disease came. Some plants yellowed, others weakened, some died. There is a special kind of pain that comes with cutting down a coffee tree you have nurtured from a seedling. It feels like a failure, like a loss. I learned that farming is not just about joy, it is also about acceptance. Not everything survives. Not every effort succeeds. But you keep going. Then, one morning, everything changed. The coffee flowered. White blossoms covered the branches like fresh snow against green leaves. The air filled with a sweet, unforgettable fragrance. It was a moment of validation, proof that patience had meaning. Soon after, the flowers gave way to green cherries, slowly swelling, slowly maturing. I watched them turn yellow, then red. When harvest time came, I picked only the ripe cherries, one by one. There was joy in that work, a deep, quiet joy. Because in every basket of red cherries was the story of sacrifice, resilience, and belief. This farm is not just a source of income. It is a classroom. It is a mirror. It teaches humility, discipline, and faith in long processes. Coffee has taught me that success does not come instantly. It comes season by season, mistake by mistake, harvest by harvest. And here in Bushenyi, where the land remembers those who respect it, my story continues, rooted deeply, growing slowly, and reaching toward the future.